What's going on, people? It's Vin, back again. VYNLOW, here to break the lows. So, listen, what's going on, my people? I hope you're all having a fucking amazing day, because today was a pretty good day for Mr. VYNLOW here. Fuck Vin highs. We were aiming for those Vin fucking lows. Hey, pop a little daddy. See? Oh yeah. So listen, I don't even want to waste time. I'm just juiced. I've made a few good trades today. I am just juiced. So I want to get straight into it. Today, we're looking at something very small, but very important. Points of, wait for it, significance. Oh yeah. You know how we do? You know what we're doing out here? Cause sorry about that. But right, look, without further ado, I'm gonna link up my screen and we're gonna get moving. All right, let me just sort this out here very quickly, and we're gonna get going. Right, we're looking at XAUSD again, by the way, because I don't trade anything else. I only like XAUSD and silvers, right? So you're probably seeing this chart right now and wondering, what the fuck am I looking at? Alright, well listen, first of all, P1, P2, these points of retrace mean nothing, okay? They don't mean anything now, they were already sorted earlier wrong. Have a couple of positive zones, we'll get into a different, we'll get into that in a different video. This one actually worked well. But, points of significance. So, it works exactly, almost exactly like your previous highs, right? Because that's essentially what it is, except we get points of significance much more frequently. A point of significance forms when a very obvious wick, not candle. So a candle has to, if we are in a bearish market, a candle has to be very obviously moving above the previous one, right? And it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be a high or a low or anything. It just has to very obviously stick out among the others, right? And that's a point of significance. That's a point where liquidity is resting because there was some better movements in price, as I like to say. So all these points right here, like most of these aren't even highs, you know? So you can't say they're previous session highs, previous session lows. Shut up, bitch. This is what we're talking about. We don't even need to use these highs because price has not retested these yet. So if you're seeing this fucking video now, you get your shit dialed in, get the phone, start fucking dialing in. That's what we're doing here. When price hits off P1 again and uses the trend baseline, we'll move back up to break the points of significance. So now, in all seriousness, right? A point of significance is not a high because of the fact that it is just where the chart has obviously stuck out, right? Because it's where action was a little bit more significant than in the previous places. Therefore, points of significance. Now, these are uncommon strategies, but they're part of the VYN method, of the VYN strategy. Don't worry, we're getting there. I'm going to explain them in a lot more detail. This point of significance, as I said, is formed when these points stick out very obviously. Therefore, point of significance. I've heard people say to me, oh, but then they're highs and they're lows and the me. No. Where on the chart, where here do you see highs or lows? The high is up here. The fuck? And here. That's it. These aren't, this is not a high. This is not a high. This is not a high. What are you talking about, bitch? Fuck you mean? And by the way, they can only be significant if you go in line with the trend. I don't want to see people marking lows on a bearish trend. I want to see people marking the highs and the significant points on a bearish trend, because that's what we're looking for. I'm not just saying a point of significance for no fucking reason. I'm saying it because it has to be a point of significance. You understand? So, as I said, super quick video. Next, we're going to do positive zones. I'm going to explain how these fuckers work. And don't worry, we're in the 15-minute chart here.